Just give it a second. It should start.
Well, we're starting now, so.
Oh, I'm just saying. I'm saying like the recording should start.
Yeah, well, back to the task at hand.
Okay.
Alright, so get rid of the cannibals because we don't need the cannibal rolls. And so what are we doing with the bodies? It's like first thing is cleanup, which is we're gonna collect all our dead.
Take the armor and weapons and any other form of valuables, and then burn.
Yep. So we're collecting all the dead. We're collecting all the valuables off of the cannibals, which, do they even have any valuables? No. These are, like, very tribal people. You wouldn't be cut, like, maybe the orcs could salvage the clothing, but, I mean, there's not much to go with. A lot of their stuff is very crude, very not so useful. Like, their cleavers are just, that's not even metal worth forging with. It's very simple tools. Some of their cleavers aren't even metal. They're like stone.
Oh! If it was like metal, I would have been like we could
melt it down. So they'll collect what metal they can, but I mean,
we're also
like
probably
said,
going to have to do that to the elves and orc bodies.
What do you mean?
Collect any items that.
Oh yeah, that's what they always do. They collect the items of the dead and then they bury the bodies.
No, they have to be burned.
Does anybody pick up the dark elves?
Wait, hold up. Repeat that.
We're fighting a necromancer. They have to be burned.
So you're burning the bodies.
Yep.
Okay, so I mean that's a given. That's good. That's our combat. That's our campaign tactic right now. Is we're fighting armies of the undead.
Did anybody
so we need
pick
to
up
burn
the dark
bodies so they don't come back?
Did anybody pick up the dark elves?
Not yet.
Okay. Annabelle, you're the closest again, so you get the D100. See if the dark elves are still there. They are.
Yep.
How many D5? How many of them are left? Two. So some of them got away, but they're still. When you get over there, there's still two. The orc chieftain is going to go with you.
Yeah, I would have asked him if he.
So you do a look over and you realize that. Let's see. Okay, so they're not fatally wounded, but they've basically been they've been deliberately crippled by their own brethren.
Oh.
So
they were like backstabbed when they tried to get up.
So and they're in shock. I mean, like they see you coming and they're like the fear is within them.
I asked the orc chieftain to hold them down.
Say what?
I asked the orc chieftain to hold them down.
Okay. And then he kind of looks at you. It's like, hold them down. Their legs can't even stand.
They might soon.
Okay. And then he does a grim nod. He's like, oh, I see what you're getting at. He doesn't hold them down. He like gets close and he picks them both up so that their legs are off the ground.
I heal them.
Okay. Do a D100. Can you heal them? No. Because their flesh is... So as soon as you try to heal them, it's like... It looks like it's deteriorating faster.
Is it like dark magic that's like repulsing her?
I don't know. Annabelle, see if you can recognize the occult. Okay, so you recognize immediately, like, you know, that's a occult magic. These people, they're basically time bombs. They're deteriorate. Like if you try and heal them or fix them in any sort of way, they'll just kill themselves automatically.
Can I get rid of it?
D100. Can you actually? Yes, you can try. So
okay.
Do a. So you finish. That's one. You need to try the other one. Okay, so you're like some sort of miracle worker all the time. You know that. So yeah, it must be because your inner self is. You made peace with your inner self, so now it's going with your powers are unleashed to their fullest. So now you are technically walking the path of the martyr.
Not even the martyr.
Oh, yeah.
It's like the saints.
Yeah.
Saint
Yeah,
Annabelle.
you could be walking the path of the saint for all I know. Okay, anyway, so you easily get rid of whatever occult. Let's see, what is... This is internal. This is not external. So you just like, you feel, you touch them and you feel around and you see that... what major organ is it on? It is on their lungs. So basically, if they were to disobey, the lungs would be the first to go.
But you saved them.
I think, like, because she has to be, like, physically touching something to get rid of it, she literally has to, like,
so she uses...
open the bottom of their chest and then put her hand up into their, like, chest cavity and touch their lungs.
So you're just, like, you're brushing around their chest cavity to see, it's like, where might this be? And then you feel it through their chest. So, do you warn them at all before you do the procedure, or do you just go for it?
I say, this might hurt a little.
Okay. And it does, it hurts a lot, and, like, they're visibly, like, coughing out blood. But, you know, then you heal the damage.
Hey.
Okay, you should live.
Okay, so they're not going to cooperate. Even though you just healed them all. So they're more cynical. It's like, let's see, were they prepared? No, they weren't. They didn't want to die, but they didn't want to appreciate that you saved them either.
Fucking elves, man.
So they're more arrogant than the first batch of elves.
It's like the fucking Dark Eldar.
So they're not even going to say thanks. They're not even going to say anything. Might say that again, because you just lagged.
Sorry, I think the server lagged for a second.
Yep.
They don't even hear me?
No, you're lagging out.
No.
Oh no, deadly!
Oh, no.
God dang it.
Can I hear him? Is he still lagging?
Hello?
Oh, okay.
Slightly better, yeah.
Alright, 3, 2, 1. Just refresh, everybody, refresh your Steam. Or refresh your TeamSpeak. And refresh your... Like, disconnect from
User
TeamSpeak.
disconnected from your channel. Disconnected from your channel. Connected. Channel
Alright, we
switched.
good?
Let's hope so.
Yeah, I seem to be.
Alright, we're good? Alright, we're good.
Alright, back to
And the
Mr.
recording's
Dark.
still intact as well.
Back to Mr. and Mrs. Dark Elf.
Yeah. Is it male and female? Yes. So there's one male and one female, both of which are not willing to talk.
Sigh. Okay, we'll take him as our prisoners for now. They're not gonna die on us or anything.
And it's like, so like the troll chief he doesn't, like, he shakes his head. It's like, no, we're not jailers. Not anymore.
Oh,
So he just puts them down. It's like, and he's like being civil. It's like, if they're going to cooperate, we have to treat them with respect. So.
Oh.
Well, it's up to you.
Of course, the elves, they let's see, they try to make a break for it almost immediately.
Oh no! It's a troll! Ah!
Tackle!
Nope.
Horribly failing.
And so, like the troll chief says, let them go. Just whatever will happen will happen.
I think he's just distraught at this point. He really doesn't care.
No, it's like because if we don't show any compassion to our enemies, then what are we? And they might not even be our enemies. They might be future allies for all we know. So
Never said that we were going to
it's
harm
better
them.
that they no. So it's So his words are, it's better that they come back of their own accord. I mean, let them have their taste of freedom. And then if they want to come back, they'll come back. So he's not about to force anybody to do anything. Especially when apparently, he's distraught that, a lot of the people they're fighting, they're just slaves. They're being enslaved. And he's putting 2 and 2 together saying, this could have happened to my people. This could have happened to the elves. We're just become pawns to darkness.
Well, maybe we have to free these pawns and send them against their...
So it's like he shakes his head. It's like, I don't think we can free them all. Just some of them, the enemy will keep advancing. They'll find newer and newer ways to prevent us from freeing them.
You're saying as if we can't win.
Yeah. So he's starting to believe it, though. It's like, but, they have, it's like, it seems like they have limitless resources, and we don't. We don't have any sort of magic on our side, no great allies to rely upon. None of that. And they do. Or it seems like they do.
Look around you. We were set up against 2 unstoppable forces, and we beat them back.
It's like, and he does a smile. It's like, well, they weren't unstoppable at the time. But it's like, but his smile quickly fades, and it's like, but that's the bit of the problem is we're fighting forces, but they're going to keep getting stronger.
Then we must get stronger alongside
So
them.
it's like, so he's getting a little grimmer. It's like, I have a feeling that this is just the beginning. This won't end soon.
Never does.
Okay. And it's like, but for now we should, bury the dead and honor the fallen. Bring back and tend to the wounded. And the elves are not, they're not, like, you can tell that the ones who are alive are the ones who are not going to just overtly just try to push out the orcs. Because, I mean, they're still shaken about just being, the honor of being alive.
So they're not gonna attack the orcs.
They're not going to attack the orcs.
I think the first thing we should do is start a fortification. Maybe a palisade wall?
That is exactly what they're doing. So you hear the pack leader in the background. It's like, all right, fortify positions. You, he's pointing at some of the other packs. You, scout the surroundings. Defenders, form a perimeter. Let's go, gentlemen.
Oh, yes, sir.
And they just, yeah.
So Seven did not participate too much in the fighting. I mean, he defended himself. He's just like, he's got his own things going on the home front. So
Yeah.
his mind has not been on the battle, his mind has been elsewhere.
Mm.
Not like the home front of his internal flesh, I'm talking like the home front as in, remember he's got those symbiotes now. Or not the symbiotes, the mind clones now. Or whatever the hell they are.
Yeah.
He's got those now, so he's been kind of not participating too much. So we have a perimeter. We have a bunch of the orc defenders are now on the perimeter as a defense force.
Is it my turn yet?
Well, then I'm setting up the. Yeah, you can. What are you gonna do? While I'm setting up the shamans are gonna go into the housing, along with so all of the remaining orc magicians are going into the housing. So what's Grimmauld doing?
He's going to go to the crippled cannibal that he picked off before he ran. He slings his gun over his shoulder, like because it has like straps. Slings it over his shoulder, and just starts walking towards it.
Okay. The only civilian who survived for the elves is the blacksmith. Even that bartender we met, he's dead.
Oh.
So,
Oh.
He died in the initial fighting. At least that's what we're told. The orc engineer and the orc engineer and who else was it? There was a doctor. The doctor's in the tavern. And the other tavern keeper is kind of taking the place. He feels a little bit like it's doing a disservice that he's there, but he realizes that, there can be no tavern without its keeper.
Yeah.
So he's taking the place, but he feels like, this is kind of a dishonor that he's there. But, it was because the elves asked him to.
Alright.
Because
Nice.
barkeeping inside and out, so it seems wise that just let the person who knows how to do it do it. Alright, so you're approaching the cannibal. Your rifle's slung over your shoulder. What now?
I'll have to note that he doesn't say anything throughout all this. He's just silent.
Is he? No, he's not going to say anything through all this.
No, I'm saying nothing throughout
Oh, your
all
guy's
this.
not, and neither is he. He's not going to say anything either.
He's gonna pick up the guy's knife. Where's his knife, by the way?
It's on the
Like,
ground.
it's still. He's gonna pick it up, and then he's gonna grab the cannibal, and then just drag him.
Okay. And he's like, he eats. He may have done a crippling shot, but he's still trying to fight back. Like he's like, you're dragging him, and he's trying to dislodge your hand. The D100, does he dislodge it? So
No.
you can't defend yourself from that. So he like grabs your hand, and he like throws it off, and you loosen your grip so he doesn't like tear your arm off.
But he's still crippled, right?
Yeah, he's crippled. He can't go anywhere. So you just kind of walk out of arm reach.
I go back towards him, punch him in the face.
Okay, D100. Annabelle, what was that for?
To see if I noticed.
I don't know about punching. I mean, it'd be easier just to bring the rifle butt up and just slam him in the head with it.
Nah, this is personal.
No, it's
not
personal,
about...
so you just punch him in the face.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
And just drag him.
That dazes him, so he's got a concussion now. So you just start dragging him, and he can't fight back because he's like in a daze. So you're doing this like with anger in mind, like a lot of anger.
Yeah, and drags him all the way over here. And then he pulls out his own knife and the other butcher knife that he picked up from the guy, and just stabs him into the guy's hands so that they're embedded into the ground.
So, and that's like, he can't do anything. I mean, like, this guy's in total shock now because he's basically helpless. So he's trying to move his hands, but he can't because they're pinned to the ground. So, and he's looking at you with like just downright terror in his eyes.
I start like walking like in a pacing while cracking my fingers.
So you're pacing around him.
Yeah, pretty much pacing around him.
Out? He is going to bleed out at this rate because both his hands are cut and all the blood's coming out of him.
Let's see.
Why are you subjecting him to this horror again?
You'll see.
Okay. Anyone else
Do I have any...
No, you are alone with the cannibal.
Do I have any drugs, like morphine drugs or anything?
Do you have any combat drugs? D100. So you do have some. You don't have a lot. Do a D3.
I take out...
Actually, low number, high number, then do the dice after that. So this is a small item, so this is only a D2. No, it's a low number, high number, D100 again.
Oh, okay.
Okay, low number, so that's D2.
D2.
I bet she's still going to get 2. Just watch. No, you're going to get 1. Okay, so you only have 1 combat drug.
Kind of pulls it out of
you're
his
like
back.
You're a walking armory. You have all this stuff.
He kind of walks over on top of him, staring down at him, pulls out a drug.
What is in the drug?
It's you know how there's like these... So basically this drug, essentially it's for... What was the word again? You know penicillin, which is like... Yeah, so that's technically what it is, so that you don't get diseased.
Okay, so why are you injecting him with an anti-disease?
That he doesn't... Because he does... Well, here's the thing, is that... It's, let's see, does it have any other properties? Because I want to check that.
D100. Besides being something that cures disease, okay, so what's its secondary effect?
It's basically it slows bleeding. It slows bleeding.
Slows the bleeding.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a cocktail of things. It's
pretty much
both curative plus it's a congealant, which makes you not bleed to death.
Yep, he's gonna stab it right into its neck.
Okay, so. And he can't do anything. I mean, it does stop the bleeding, so now it's like he's not bleeding to death, but he's still pinned. He's still in terror because he's still pinned. His hands are basically pinned to the ground, and his legs are broken, so it's like he can't do anything. He's basically crippled and at your mercy.
Good.
Okay, so now what? I mean, you're just pacing around him?
Yeah, he's just he's thinking. Like, he's basically thinking of what he's gonna do.
So he's in downright terror, and he starts spilling. His gut's like, what do you want? Who are you?
Guy stops, like, right there. Looks towards him while still wearing the mask.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like,
well, you never took it off, I mean.
Yeah, he's like looking towards him. And he doesn't say anything, he's just staring at him.
Okay.
What's his reaction?
It's like, look, I was just doing what I was told. It wasn't my idea. We didn't have a choice.
Didn't have a choice. Yeah. Like your people didn't have a choice. The Blade Spires. Like your people didn't have a choice in the tombs.
It's like, I don't know what what are you talking about?
Yeah. You don't know what I'm talking about. Your leader does. Where is that old fool? How's that old fool doing?
It's like, who are you talking about? What leader?
Immediately pounces on him and starts beating the crap out of him. Don't lie to me!
It's like, and like he's still saying, he's like, I don't know who you mean. As you're beating the shit out of him.
He pulls up his fist, he's like, you got 3 seconds to tell me the truth before I freaking snap your neck.
I don't know.
1, and then he punches him.
Yeah.
2,
he still doesn't know, I mean.
2! Punches him again.
It's like all right.
Talk. Start talking.
It's like, but it's like, you know what will, it's like, do you have any idea what will happen if I tell you?
I know exactly what will happen. Tell me, do you think your life is worth anything to me right now? All I want is the information, so you better
It's like, and then he starts like chuckling. It's like, you think you can do anything against them? I'm already at death's door. It doesn't matter. You're right. My life doesn't mean anything. But what do you really think I would just give them away? I'm dead either way. I'd rather die not betraying them.
Really? Just look back at all those times, huh? They betrayed you. You saw all your buddies leaving all your other buddies.
So he spits at you and it's like, they gave us purpose. They gave us a reason to live. Who are we to question them?
You grab him and headbutt him.
So, and then he's looking at you like, did you give us any reason to live? Did you care about any of those you slaughtered?
Don't you talk to me about caring, you son of a bitch.
So I hit a sore nerve, didn't I? You kill for money. You kill for self-prestige. Do you even have a meaning? You have none. Your meaning is coin. Your meaning is riches. You know nothing of honor. You know nothing of having a purpose.
You're right. And then start grabbing his neck and start choking him out.
Okay. And so he's just taking it. He's not gonna. But you could see that he's got grim amusement on his face.
He's gonna do. Now Grimmaul's gonna do something.
Okay.
He's gonna try and pierce his neck skin, like go straight into like.
So you're gripping him so hard that you're gonna pierce the skin.
Yeah, he's gonna try and make him. He's gonna try and make him talk in like the last moments.
Yeah, so you're like piercing the skin and it's starting to bleed.
Is he terrified now?
No, he's still not gonna talk. So he's he's just letting himself die, because he knows. So
hold on, he can't bleed out. He's got those drugs in him now.
Yeah, he can't bleed out, but he's not resisting. He's not gonna tell you anything.
Is there any bones in the neck actually?
No. Well, there's the vertebrae in the back, but I mean, just not. So you're gonna dig all the way through his throat to his spine connection in the back. Through his so like there's like gushing blood. He can bleed out still. Like if you do enough damage to him.
Hmm.
So you're like digging your hands through his throat to reach his vertebrae of his spine.
He's grabbing pulling his head towards mine. I'm like, where is he?
It's like and he's got like a grim smile and it's like, you already know. You're just too stupid to realize it.
All right, then he goes through his skin to the vertebrae and just try.
So you're just you're severing the connection. Does that kill him? Of course it does. So like his head just flops to the side. Like his whatever resistance he had, it's gone. It's just his head flops to the side.
I'm gonna pull out my knife
Okay.
and put it back into its sheath.
Okay.
Does
Are
he
you
have
gonna
anything
at
on
least
him?
clean it, or are you just gonna keep it covered in blood?
Nah, he has a cloth, so he like uses it to clean up to like wipe off the blood.
Yeah. So you're just professionally wiping off the blood.
Yeah.
Did you already prepare you have like a fuel tank nearby to burn it?
Hmm.
No.
Not
Or are you
really.
just gonna leave it?
I was gonna drag it. I was gonna drag it back.
Yeah. The
Burn
other
it
knife
then.
is still in the other hand, so you have to pull that out. Or are you just gonna drag it anyway?
I'm gonna pull the other one out, but first I want to check if there's anything on him.
Okay. D100. Anything out of the ordinary? But nope, nothing out of the ordinary. He looks just like any other cannibal.
Does he have like that fur cloth thing on the back?
Yeah. He's got the same armor, same weapons. So he does have the fur thing on his back. It's like a cape thing.
Mhm.
So nothing out of the ordinary.
What about his skin? Does he have like any tattoos?
Well, no. I mean, you just messed him up totally.
No, I search. I'm like no.
Well,
I
you looked
just,
and you found nothing remarkable. So
It's like no. It's like technically like cavemen or people who like would use tattoos to
not all
represent
of
their.
them. I mean, this one apparently is not.
Yeah, so just
He's not a
another
caveman
grunt.
either. He's a cannibal. It's not the same.
Yeah, cannibal. So he's gonna obviously take out the other knife and then just drag the body back.
It's like, so you're just dragging this body. Let's see, trail of blood. So now the forest is being coated in the blood of this enemy. So it was a trail of blood back to here. So why are you dragging it back to the town anyway?
To burn it.
Okay, why can't you just burn it over there?
Oh, why? Was there a tank nearby?
That's what I was asking you earlier.
I don't know. Is the
Do 100 to see if there's a. Do you have to drag? No. Okay, so no. But it's like, why are you dragging him through the town? Can't you drag him around the town?
I'll mulligan that then.
Yeah.
So
like away from the town. Like you can go leave the body here, get the materials, come back and burn them. I mean,
I don't want to risk somebody taking the body.
Who's gonna take the body?
I don't know. Something in the dark. Is it nighttime or daytime? Actually, it's nighttime, right? Me too. Yeah, it's nighttime, so I don't want to risk.
You don't want to risk the body just miraculously getting taken. All right, that makes sense. Let's see.
Yeah.
So nobody can intervene. So this is really you. So you're really just gonna drag the body through.
No, not
or
through. Or
drag it to
around.
like the there's windows on the tavern. You can drag it to like there. It's like, hey, do you got any spare gas or something?
Come here. Oi.
Okay.
Got spare gas?
And it's like, so he approaches the window. It's like, spare gas. Ah, what the hell is that?
I shot him through the throat. He was trying to come in through the back.
It's like, okay, here. And he gives you a small case. He gives you basically a bottle of alcohol. It's like, just use this. Just burn him with this.
Thanks. Come back.
It's like, and he's shaking himself. It's like, Jesus, because he's looking at it. It's like, damn, he got mutilated.
Brings it back, brings it back to where it was, douses the alcohol, and pulls out his lighter.
Yep.
Not even his lighter. He just hold on. Do I have a lighter or a matchbox?
D2.
I've got. Yeah,
oh,
I got.
You have
D2.
a matchbox, so you can just drop a match on him.
Yep, drop match on him. Watch him burn.
All right, so on to me. Where at? I don't notice the fire, so. Where at is really just contemplating everything that just happened. Where, I guess, is he jealous? No, he's not jealous. Where at doesn't get jealous.
Jealous of what?
I thought he was going to be jealous of the Brotherhood. Basically these people getting along, but no, he doesn't. It's like he's more proud that he was a part of it. Even though he didn't seem like he did much, he feels proud that I helped these people get back together.
Yep, good old where at.
So, he does not have any, he's never had money. He never gets a lot of money, so he's not exactly the strongest. He's going to get paid next mission, but I mean, he never hoards money. Let's see, but he does remember that, dogma. You gotta find a doctor. We've got to find a doctor of the elves, but it doesn't look like, is there any of them? No, there's the elven doctors among the dead.
Oh, shit.
So we have to find another doctor. Somewhere. Anywhere. To see, he might not last the trip back to hospital, to the village. Luscious Sands. You might not survive that trip.
Might. See, that's the word.
But that's the thing. It's like, do we want to risk that?
If I put my life force into him,
you might be able to stabilize him for longer. I don't know. D100.
Yeah,
Can you do it? Not enough to get us all the way. Let's see. So you'll have to sacrifice almost all of your life force to make that happen.
I'm willing to do that.
So can you do it further? Yes. And the only way, basically you travel the path of the martyr, which is you can actually take his disease within yourself. You'll be better, but you're going to be the one who's on death's door. So, what's Diusa's opinion? Diusa would not wish that upon you. I mean, we'll find another way. Don't do this. This isn't, I know we look out for each other, but, this is madness. Well, let me focus this on it.
Can we, share the burden of the disease?
It's this is not sharing the burden. It's this is choosing one dead over another dead.
Trig. This was to you, Trig.
Okay.
Can we, share it so we're both
equally sick? Yes, you can share the burden. So your rebuttal is, well, I'm not going to take it. I'm going to share it with them.
Pretty much.
Okay. So, D100. Can you take the virus within yourself? No, you try and take it from, take sharing, but it's not enough. It's too deep rooted in his core to get rid of. He needs to see a doctor.
If he dies, would I be able to bring him back?
D100. See if is it permanent or is it a... So yeah, just make sure that if he does die, you can do something about it. So, but I mean, think of the way he's going to die. Basically his body's going to liquefy. So I mean,
he might come back.
Hopefully you have the skill to put him back together from a liquid.
Wait, we could kill him, and then the virus wouldn't be able to feed.
Are you sure you want to do? Well, I think. Is Danny around?
This would be up to Danny, of course.
Let me see.
So we could kill him, and I could resurrect him.
It's do we want to do this without him, or do we want to do this with him? Let's just roll on it. We are going to do this without him. So.
You want to kill him?
I'm going to just roll dice on him. So Danny is not willing to risk that. Just, he would rather die, I guess, he's not willing to risk a guaranteed death versus a not so guaranteed death. So he's if you can do something, maybe, then I guess it's worth a shot. I mean, so... Are you sure you want to do this action, though? This is you're going to kill him and then bring him back.
What does everyone else think? It's pretty much 50-50.
Yeah, this is a 50-50. There's a chance that this could fail and he could permanently die.
He's a dragon, isn't he?
Yeah.
So shouldn't his blood technically be working on an antibiotic? Or
holy? No. Doesn't work like that.
Oh. But it's dragon blood.
Like I said, this virus is something nasty. It's adapting to his defense mechanism, so even dragons aren't safe. Nothing is safe.
Wait, so I can move it from him to me. Could I move it from him into the corpse of someone else?
D100. Can you move the virus out of his system into somebody else? You can. So now you have to try and negotiate with either the elves or the orcs.
I said a corpse of someone else.
Corpse of who?
Just some corpse.
Do we have any other corpses?
We don't have any other corpses besides orcs and
hold
elves.
on, what about the one over here that I killed?
Where?
It's the one that I killed. Is
oh,
it
that
still
one? You
is
mean
it
the
like,
one you just lit on fire?
Is it still like partially burned, or is it like still? It's still
Yeah,
intact?
there's not enough left for you to transfer.
Oh, okay.
Because you were overzealous in that. just burned it immediately. So you have to use one of the bodies of one of our own.
I
you're gonna
go
talk
to
with
the
the chief?
captain. I need.
So he's
I need one of-
he's kind of shaking his head. It's like, are you sure this will work?
Well, he's probably gonna die if we don't try.
No, it's like, so he nods his head and it's like, well, he was dead already, so I guess it's worth the chance. So, go ahead. So
Okay.
you take the body of one of the orcs and you put Dogma next to it. So they're both laying down on the ground. So let's put him over here. So you're gonna do the ritual over here with one of the bodies. So D100, can you transfer it out of his body into a dead body?
The big roll.
Nice.
That's success.
You've saved him. So, and it's painful. I mean, like, you have to siphon basically some of his blood out. So, is he going to get healed? No. He's going to have some scars from this. So, his health remains the same, but his disease is no longer applicable.
It's like I'm tearing part of him out.
Does the corpse come alive? Yes.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, what?
So this orc comes back, like, it's basically a zombie now, and it's come back. Let's see, hostile?
Oh.
No. So it's got this
Is it
horrible
friendly?
laughter, and it's like, it's doing a slow clap, but it's doing it crooked, like its head's not fully on there, its claps aren't quite hitting the hand properly, and it's got this wicked
Dogma
laughter.
behind me.
Say what?
I like move in between it and Dogma.
Okay, so yeah, you push Dogma to the side and you get in between it. Like, very good. Good trick. I see you saved this person.
I've saved many people.
Okay. Ah, yes, but did you know every person you save, there's plenty that die?
Yes.
It's like, well, at least we're in agreement. It's like, I won't bore you with the details. Just know that sooner or later, and it's like it's pointing its hand, but its hand's not quite pointing at you, you're going to find that even your powers can't save them. So, and the body just like, as soon as that, like, the body just goes straight to dead. Like, it stops moving, and then everything, it just falls forward.
Tricky one now, aren't we?
Necromancers always with the taunting.
Fucking necromancers, man.
Anyway, I do this standard siphon.
Okay. So you're siphoning your own
How
life
much
force.
health
That's
does Dogma
100.
have?
Will it take damage? No. So you'll be fine.
Did we transfer the whole disease or half of it?
No, he got rid of the disease. All disease is gone. He went into the body, and then basically, I guess the necromancer was the one controlling him. But it makes you wonder, what information did he ascertain from Dogma's body?
A lot of nudity.
Well, besides that, I mean, that's a given, though. So, I think we're more concerned with, he's getting more information on us by infecting us with disease.
Wasn't Dogma knocked out for most of this time?
Is he knocked out? No, he's fine. Like, he's
No, I'm
better
saying,
than
wasn't
fine
he?
now.
No,
He's
I was saying
great.
before. I'm saying before when
Yeah,
he
before he was
infected.
he was sick and crippled. Now he's back to
No,
what
I'm
he
saying
used
sick
to
and
be.
crippled. I'm saying wasn't he knocked out? Like, wasn't he unconscious most of that time?
Yeah. What, for the whole procedure?
No, for before when he was completely sick. The whole time he was sick. Wasn't
he was
unconscious?
no, he was just sleeping. He wasn't knocked out. He had a cough and he was runny nose and just cold symptoms.
Oh crap! So yeah,
So he
that
wasn't
guy
knocked
must
out.
have. So the guy definitely. So the necromancer definitely took some information out of him.
Yeah. Maybe not. Who knows? We don't know. So we're putting the orc wounded. The camp is getting too crowded. I mean, there's only so many buildings. There's a lot of us.
So what, should we bring them back to hospital to Luscious Sands then?
No, we don't even have room there. We don't have enough room anywhere.
I guess we'll just have to build.
Okay, so
I got a question.
The leader, an excellent idea. So do you want to spend time? Like, do you want to actually? We only have limited time left.